I was here last about 2 years ago. All of my dreams came true, and all my nightmares. These are the days of hope and heartbreak all across this country. You've created something that is world historic. You've reinvented media in hopes that we would make democracy better. And now some people have taken your genius, your tools, everything that you've built, and they're using it to poison democracy, to spread lies, to undermine us. We should call ourselves patriots. That's what we are. We're defending the beauty of America. We're defending the natural beauty of America.
But what I wanted to offer people is that there's kind of a larger picture out there, a larger picture of cultural analysis, and we're really experiencing this giant fundamental shift in our cultural consciousness based on what's happening in social networking. There was just a study that came out that showed that when people are participating on social networks, the chemicals that are released in their brains are the same chemicals as when we're cuddling. And it's pretty, and it's a mandala, and the best part is that those guys right there are high-fiving. How awesome is it to have people high-fiving on the cover of your book?
I am a different type of Republican. If I run, I will be the first openly gay candidate to run for president in the history of the United States. I've worked on 9 presidential campaigns, 3 in very senior capacities, run dozens of campaigns for governor, Senate, local, other federal offices.
What's happening right now, and what's happened really over the last 10 years, is that people have become more empowered via their internet connection. Traditional media doesn't like that. They don't like this new people-powered evolution of media. And so what they're trying to do through a very aggressive campaign of lobbyists in Washington is to close the internet back down, to try to return it to something that is limited and something that they can control. Now in the 21st century, we're seeing sort of a new face of media consolidation, the merger between Comcast and NBC Universal, where you have a very powerful internet property. Comcast is the largest cable internet provider in the country, trying to control not just the connection to the internet, but the sort of information that flows over the internet. They're buying NBC Universal, which the internet has made the First Amendment a living document for people in the 21st century. If we don't get involved right now, if we don't get involved in this fight over the openness of the internet, we could very well lose it. And it could be just an experiment that was a great sort of blossoming of free speech that will slowly be closed by a very effective political and corporate special interest lobby.
A similar situation like what we've seen with the most recent Breitbarting of Miss Sherrod, where quotes and other things taken out of context and other sort of history basically ruin someone's name in short order. But other times you have to be careful about not only responding to your most disingenuous and in some cases lying critics. I think the mood is a bit more somber. I think that people have risen and fallen in this community as compared to the first one 5 years ago. Now there are people here who have genuinely made it. They have political voice, or they've published books, or they've really made it in a more conventional way than they had when they were just sort of citizen media. Close the piece by quoting someone in the audience who said, "Hey, we're not here to complain about the status quo. We got involved in this to create new voices and amplify new voices. So let's spend less time on Glenn Beck and more time pushing forward the people we want to be advocates."